We mentioned earlier how you've got anxieties, anxieties, mental health within homelessness people, but obviously it's widespread at the moment. I mean, yesterday there's another bloke took it, from the Prodigy, took his life. There's some over the articles I've seen over the weekend. That's another thing that seems to be getting worse. What's your history? What's your story?
Yeah, so my thing is I'm just a bit of an anxious person in general.
Have you always been?
Yeah, as long as I can really remember. But I think I'd like hid it, just avoided it, didn't seek any treatment for years and years and years, and then got a bit at uni, and just sort of kept quiet, and then just
even as a kid, then you had it
probably from about like mid-teens onwards, really? I reckon, yeah. And then
do you know what triggered it? You ever felt
not really, no. Yeah, and then I think it's just part of personality. I'm one of them that I'll overthink something to the absolute point of no return. Like we'll say something here, and then tonight I'll be like, and it'll just, do you know what I mean? And it's just a bit of a spiral. So then like started like started understanding it a bit more in my mid-20s and started to do something about it. And then now I'm just pretty much now. Some days I'm good, other days I'm not well, and I kind of know how to deal with it now as well. So,
how do you deal with it?
Just trying to stay in shape. Obviously, there's lifestyle choices which can make you feel better or worse. I feel like if I feel it coming on, I'll just kind of disappear for a bit. And,
What kind of signs do you get?
Mine's in my chest, mate.
Right, tight chest.
Yeah.
And then, so keeping in shape, do you feel a tight chest? You do something, or do you kind of do everything before it gets to that point?
So I think like if I start feeling it, I'll stop doing stuff. Like I'll stop drinking, I'll start eating a bit healthier, I'll exercise more and stuff like that. But I think do
you feel it instantly when you do that?
It's a bit of a slow burn.
Is it? Yeah. I think it's a mindset thing for me, and it's like, at the moment, it's like the lowest it's ever been for me in the last 3 months. I don't know why, but it's the lowest it's been, and work's been as stressful as it's not. So it's not related to that. I think that is some of the problem actually with how we'll talk about how we think you can, or society can learn to cope with it. But I think if something happens that's stressful, it's stressful. Yeah. I think the problem with anxiety is you're making it all up. There's nothing to be stressed about, and that's a bit of the head fuck about it.
It's quite interesting actually, because when everything's going wrong, I tend to be fine. Like,
same.
The worst thing I could probably have from an anxiety point of view is kind of everything being fine, plain sailing really, and having a bit of time to think. And I tend to find that's when stuff starts to go a bit tits up.
Yeah, you've done quite a bit of public speaking and stuff.
Yeah,
you do quite a lot of that. That's profile building, wins your work. You talk about mental health, giving stuff back. How do you find that? Is it natural?
Yeah, not bad. It wasn't at all, to be honest, but I quite enjoy it now. It was one of them where when we had a couple of them big campaigns that we talked about before, we was getting invited to do stuff like that. And that's obviously an opportunity from a business point of view. And I think out of the three of us, it was me that was being nudged to do it. And at first, it was probably my worst nightmare, but after doing it a couple of times, I'm quite enjoying it.
Yeah. Going back to the anxiety, as a society, how do you think we improve? How do you think we get better? If there's somebody out there that's got anxiety, or I think anxiety and depression are very different. I don't know. I've never had any ideas of depression, even though I've lived with anxiety. What kind of how do you think we deal with it better?
I think I still think it's a bit of a taboo, me. I think it's just keeping them conversations going until people understand it more. So, for example, I probably had it from 14 to 25 before I even did anything about it because I didn't know what it was. I just thought it was weird. Whatever.
Yeah.
So could that have been knocked on the head if I knew what it was earlier? Do you know what I mean? And, like get some CBT training or something like that. So
have you done that?
Yeah.
Did it work?
I still use the techniques and stuff.
Do you? How bad did it get before you moved? I've never done that. I mean, I think I do it because I've read certain books. I think I'm doing it.
Decent. I'd recommend it.